welcome. If you are watching and listening now, it means you have chosen to give yourself a pause, a moment entirely your own, away from the noise of the day. This is Opulent Dreams, a place where time slows down, where stories flow gently, and where sleep arrives without being called. Tonight, I have the privilege of guiding you slowly towards rest. There is nothing you need to do. Simply listen and let go. If you wish, you can support this journey with a small gesture by following the channel, liking this video, and leaving a comment telling us where you are watching from tonight. A quiet way of being present together, even from afar. For now, though, this time is yours. Lower the lights. Settle into a comfortable position. Allow your body to find its own balance. Soften your breathing. There is no need to control it. Just allow it to slow down. The world can wait. Your worries can remain outside this night. I wish you a deep, elegant, natural rest. Let yourself be gently carried. And when you are ready, let the dream begin. The rain falls over Manhattan with a studied calm, deliberate, almost elegant. It isn't a rain that interrupts. It's a rain that accompanies. It descends from the sky like a thin, continuous veil, and every drop seems to know exactly where to land. On glass, on steel, on light. Far below, the streets reflect an inverted world. Car headlights stretch into liquid lines. Traffic signals elongate into slow brushstrokes, red, green, amber. Everything moves, but without urgency. High above the noise and the need to rush, there is a penthouse, a place that does not take part in the race, a place that simply observes. The penthouse occupies the top floor of a discreet, private building designed for those who have no need to be noticed. The access is private, the silence is protected. When the elevator doors open, there is no metallic sound. Only warm air welcoming you in, a subtle scent of natural wood, clean fabrics, something reminiscent of white tea and unhurried evenings. Light oak floors run seamlessly throughout the space, wide planks, laid with almost meditative precision. Every step is absorbed, every movement becomes soft. The walls do not reflect the light, they hold it, a warm, neutral tone that never tires the eyes, a shade chosen to calm the nervous system, to slow the heartbeat, to tell the body it is safe. The lighting is invisible. You never see the source, only the effect. Light rising gently from below, light caressing shapes and volumes, light that never intrudes. The living room opens like a deep, generous breath. The sofas are low and expansive, upholstered in cream-colored cashmere. Sitting down means sinking slowly, without ever losing support. The cushions, perfectly ordered, offer different textures, as if each were meant for a different moment of the evening. A wool and silk rug anchors the center of the room, thick, warm, silent. It softens every sound, every unnecessary thought. On the low table of polished marble, pale veins flow like slow rivers. A brushed brass tray catches the light just enough. A matte ceramic teapot holds its warmth. The cup waits in the hands of someone who is in no hurry. The kitchen is integrated, concealed, clean lines, natural surfaces. Nothing calls for attention. Everything is already where it belongs, but it is the glass wall that defines the space. Floor-to-ceiling windows open onto Manhattan like watchful eyes in the night. The glass is perfectly clean, almost invisible. The city feels close, yet silent. Skyscrapers stand against the dark sky, their lit windows like orderly constellations. Each building tells a story that never reaches this height. Only the lights arrive here, only the reflections. Rain slides down the glass in irregular paths. Some drops merge, others chase one another. Some linger, trembling slightly, before finally giving in. Seen from here, the city is not frantic. It is slow, distant, almost kind. A woman stands before the window. She wears a long, soft ivory robe. The fabric falls naturally, following her body without ever clinging. A robe made for evenings, for quiet, for moments when nothing needs to be proven. The sleeves rest lightly around her arms. The collar brushes her neck without weight. Every detail is designed to go unnoticed. Her hair falls freely, softly waved, catching the warm light of the penthouse. Her face is relaxed, not fully absorbed, not fully elsewhere. She holds the teacup with both hands. The warmth seeps slowly through the ceramic. Steam rises, dissolves, disappears. Each sip is slow, measured, intentional. Her eyes rest on the city, but they search for nothing in particular. It's as if she's looking through the skyline, past the lights, past the buildings, towards something that exists only within her. There is a thought. It has no words, no defined shape, perhaps a memory, or a possibility, or simply a feeling that only surfaces when everything is quiet. It isn't a heavy thought, it floats. The rain continues to fall, the city continues to glow, and time, inside the penthouse, begins to slowly dissolve. Her breathing deepens, slows, finds its rhythm. The body recognizes the space. The mind recognizes safety. And as the lights of Manhattan shimmer on the glass, as the rain traces new paths, as the tea cools slowly between her hands, something within her begins, unhurried, effortless, to let go. The city continues to exist beyond the glass, but its presence is now softened, filtered, almost respectful. The lights do not demand attention. The sounds do not ask to be heard. Everything remains exactly where it belongs. The woman stays still before the window for a few more moments, not because she is waiting for something, but because there is no reason to move. The rug beneath her feet holds the warmth of the day, a steady, constant sensation that rises slowly through her legs and spreads through her body. Each muscle seems to recognize the softness. Every trace of tension is given permission to dissolve. Her robe follows her smallest movements, almost imperceptible. A subtle shift of weight, a deeper breath, a barely noticeable tilt of the head. The tea in the cup is pale, translucent, its aroma delicate, almost floral. Each sip leaves a trail of warmth that expands slowly, like a gentle line flowing from her chest down toward her abdomen, calming, slowing. Outside, the rain changes rhythm. It does not increase. It does not fade. It simply varies. The drops now seem more spaced apart, as if the sky were breathing along with the city. Each drop that meets the glass produces a muffled sound, softened by distance and by the thickness of silence. Her gaze stretches beyond the nearest buildings. In the distance, the river reflects the lights like a living surface. The water moves slowly, carrying golden, silver, and blue reflections with it. The bridges appear as suspended lines of light. They do not connect places. They connect sensations. Every lit window in the city is a story that never reaches this height. And that is perfectly fine. Here, complete stories are unnecessary. Only fragments of light. The woman watches without judgment, without nostalgia, without expectation. Something passes through her mind, but never lingers long enough to become a defined thought, like a distant echo, an impression. Perhaps she is recalling a moment from the past, Perhaps a decision not yet made, or perhaps simply the realization that for once there is nothing to resolve. The body understands before the mind does. The body knows that no effort is required. Behind her, the penthouse remains still. The sofas wait without urgency. The lights maintain the same intensity. Nothing changes. The hallway leading to the sleeping area is long and quiet. The walls are covered in natural fabric that absorbs every sound. Each step slows as she moves forward. The woman begins to walk, not abruptly, not suddenly. One step, then another. The rug seems to guide the movement, as if it already knows where she's going. She places the cup on the table. The contact is soft. Her hands are now free. Her arms fall naturally at her sides. Her shoulders drop by a few millimeters, as if they had been waiting for this moment. The hallway is lit by warm, diffused light, creating no harsh shadows. Every corner is visible, yet nothing stands out. The bedroom opens slowly, like an invitation. The space is generous and airy, yet contained, a perfect balance between openness and protection. The bed anchors the room without imposing itself, low, wide, stable. The frame is upholstered in light leather, smooth to the touch, faintly warm. The padded headboard offers support without rigidity. The sheets are perfectly smooth. The cotton is cool, but not cold. The duvet is light, ready to hold warmth without weight. A smaller rug, even softer, surrounds the bed. Walking on it feels like sinking gently into something safe. She approaches. Every movement feels natural. Nothing is rushed. She sits on the edge of the bed. The mattress yields just enough to receive her weight without letting her sink. A perfect balance. Her hands rest on her knees, her fingers relax. Her breathing deepens once more. The bedside lamp emits a soft, honey-colored glow. It doesn't illuminate the room, it envelops it. Beside the lamp, a book lies open halfway through. The pages have been still for some time. There is no sense of something unfinished, only the quiet knowing that now is not the moment. From the adjoining bathroom comes the faintest scent of damp stone and neutral soap, a clean, essential, reassuring aroma. The woman rises again, steps closer to the bed, gently pulls back the duvet. The gesture is slow, almost ritualistic. She lies down. First her shoulders, then her back, finally her legs. Her body finds its position immediately, as if the bed had been designed specifically for her, as if it had been waiting. The robe parts slightly, without revealing her. The fabric remains soft against her skin. No pressure points, no discomfort. The ceiling above her is simple, clean. The light brushes it lightly. There is nothing to observe. And that is precisely the point. Her eyes remain open for a few seconds longer. Then they close, slowly. Not from exhaustion, but by choice. Outside, the rain continues to fall. Now it is only a distant sound, a steady undertone, a rhythm that accompanies. The city is no longer present as an image. It has become a diffuse sensation, a distant breath. The thought that once floated now dissolves, not because it has been resolved, but because it is no longer needed. Her body grows heavy. The bed supports her. The breath guides her. Inhale slowly. Feel the air enter. Exhale gently. Let go. Each breath carries away something unnecessary. Each exhale creates more inner space, more emptiness, more lightness. Sleep approaches without sound, not like a fall, but like a natural return. And as the rain continues to trace invisible lines across the city, as Manhattan glows without asking for attention, as the penthouse remains suspended in silence, The woman drifts slowly, gently, into rest. The woman's breathing settles into a steady, deep, almost imperceptible rhythm. It is no longer something she controls. It is simply something that happens. Inhaling becomes effortless. Exhaling becomes a release. Her body, supported by the bed, slowly begins to lose its sharper boundaries. The shoulders let go first, then the neck, then the muscles of the face, easing without any effort at all. Her eyelids, now closed, no longer press against her eyes. They simply rest. The room remains wrapped in the same warm, constant light. No variation, no sudden change. The silence is not empty, it is full of soft details. The faint, distant hum of the city, the sound of the rain, still falling, the barely perceptible movement of air circulating slowly. Everything is in its place. Nothing intrudes, nothing disturbs. The view, though no longer directly observed, continues to exist beyond the glass. Manhattan remains there, illuminated, alive, yet distant. The skyscrapers seem more still now, as if they too are slowing down, as if the lights, one by one, are choosing to rest. The streets, seen from above, are no longer paths. They are soft lines of reflected light. The rain makes them fluid, less defined, more gentle. The river continues to flow with its ancient patience. Its surface catches reflections and stretches them, softens them, transforms them into something dreamlike. The bridges now appear suspended in a space that is no longer entirely real. They do not connect two points, they connect states of mind. Inside the room, time loses its familiar structure. Minutes are no longer counted. Hours carry no weight. The thought that once occupied the woman's mind, that shapeless thought, returns for a moment. But it is different now. It no longer carries the same density. It no longer holds the same importance. It is like an image seen through water, blurred, gentle, unhurried. Perhaps it relates to a choice made long ago, perhaps to something that is changing, perhaps simply to the quiet understanding that everything eventually finds its place. There is no need to define it, no need to understand it. The body does not require it. The bed continues to support every part of her evenly. There is no pressure point, no trace of tension. The duvet holds warmth with tenderness, like an embrace that does not tighten, like a presence that asks for nothing. Her breathing slows even further, each cycle slightly longer than the one before, each exhale carrying a deeper sense of depth. The mind begins to drift. Images grow softer, less defined, less tied to immediate reality. Perhaps the city still appears, but not as before. Now it is farther away, more muffled. The lights are no longer lights. They are warm points in a dark, safe space. The rain is no longer a sound. It is a rhythm, a steady movement that accompanies. The woman no longer thinks about her body. She no longer thinks about the room. She no longer thinks about the night. There is only a diffuse sense of calm, a release, without clear boundaries. Sleep does not arrive all at once, it arrives in layers. First, the lighter thoughts fall asleep, those tied to the day, to actions, and to decisions. Then the images fall asleep, faces and places. Finally, even the idea of needing to sleep fades away. The breathing continues. The heart beats steadily. The body is safe. Outside, the rain slowly begins to thin. It does not stop. It becomes lighter. The drops are now more spaced apart. They fall with greater delicacy, as if the sky too were slowing down. The city lights remain on, but softer. Some windows go dark. Others remain like small, silent sentinels. The penthouse remains still, protected, separate from the rest of the world. No sudden sounds, no interruptions, only continuity. The woman is now immersed in a state that is no longer full wakefulness, yet not deep sleep. An in-between space, soft, welcoming. Here, everything is possible, and at the same time, nothing is required. The body recognizes this space, moves through it with trust. Every muscle is relaxed, every joint supported, every breath complete, and as Manhattan continues to glow beneath the rain, as the night advances slowly, as the penthouse remains suspended between sky and city, the woman drifts even deeper into rest. Sleep is now close, very close, and it asks for nothing but to be welcomed. The woman's breathing is now so regular it seems to be part of the environment itself. It no longer stands apart from the slow, steady rhythm of the night. It is a natural movement, continuous, without beginning or end. Each time a little slower, each time a little deeper. Her body rests fully on the bed. There is no resistance left. Every point of contact is supported, received, reassured. Her legs feel heavy, but pleasantly so. Her arms are soft, resting alongside her body. Her hands are relaxed, fingers gently curved, as if they have finally stopped holding on to something. Her face is smooth, her brow relaxed, her lips slightly parted. The light in the room remains unchanged. There is no need to alter anything. Every detail is already perfect as it is. Beyond the windows, Manhattan continues its slow, nighttime transformation. The rain has become a subtle presence now, almost imperceptible, a steady undertone that drapes the city like a light mantle. The streets grow glossier, the reflections softer, the lines more fluid. Cars pass only occasionally. Their headlights cross the space and then disappear, leaving no trace. Like thoughts that do not linger, the skyscrapers appear still, but they are not truly motionless. Inside, the lights shift gradually. Some fade out, others remain on, silent, watchful. The city breathes, the penthouse breathes, the woman breathes. Everything is synchronized. As sleep deepens, the mind begins to form images that no longer need to make sense. They follow no storyline. They search for no meaning. They are sensations, colors, slow movement. Perhaps the window appears again, but now it is only a luminous surface without sharp edges. Perhaps the rain appears again, but now it is only a gentle vibration. The thought that once held her attention is now far away. It has not been resolved. It has not been forgotten. It has simply been placed on pause. Her body enters a state of deep stillness. Her heartbeat is steady. The nervous system fully relaxes. Each breath sends a clear message. You are safe here. You can rest. The bed becomes almost an extension of her body. There is no clear boundary, only a soft continuity. The duvet follows the rhythm of her breathing. It rises slightly, then falls. The rain continues to fall, but now it feels as though it comes from very far away, from a place that requires no attention, from a time that no longer exists. The night moves forward, not with urgency, with patience. Each passing minute makes sleep deeper, more stable, more enveloping. The woman is not dreaming yet. She is in that quiet phase where the mind prepares itself, where everything is slowed, filtered, softened. Her body lets go completely. There is no remaining tension, not even the kind that usually goes unnoticed. Her neck is free. Her shoulders are heavy. Her back is supported at every point. Her breathing is slow, deep, natural. Outside, the rain has become a caress, a constant presence that does not change. The city lights feel more distant now, like stars seen through a thin veil of mist. The penthouse remains a perfect refuge, a place apart from the outside world, a place where nothing enters without permission. The woman drifts even deeper. Every word, every image, every sensation grows more distant. There is nothing to do. There is nothing to understand, only to let go. Sleep is now fully present, not as an event, but as a state. And as Manhattan continues to glow beneath the rain, as the night slowly wraps around everything, as the penthouse remains suspended between sky and silence, the woman rests deeply. Her breathing is calm. Her body is still. Her mind is quiet. And everything, at last, is in balance. Sleep is now stable. It is no longer something that is arriving. It is something that is already here. The woman's breathing is slow, even, deep. Each inhale is full, each exhale complete. There is no effort left. The body no longer supports itself. It is supported. The bed receives every curve, every weight, every release. Its surface is still, reliable, silent. The duvet holds a constant temperature, not too warm, not too light, exactly right. The room does not change. The light remains the same. The silence remains the same. Beyond the windows, Manhattan continues to exist as a distant presence. It is no longer a city. It is a landscape of light. The illuminated windows tell no stories. They are simply warm points in the darkness, steady, reassuring. The rain is now almost invisible, barely audible. It has become a subtle rhythm, like a distant heartbeat. From time to time, a heavier drop meets the glass, but even that sound is soft, without edges. The woman no longer perceives time. Minutes have no shape. Hours carry no weight. The mind has entered a deep, continuous, even space. There are no linear thoughts. There are no questions. Only slow sensations remain. Warmth, stability, safety. The body restores itself. Every muscle rests. Every cell slows. The heart beats steadily. It does not rush. It does not drag. It keeps a calm, even rhythm. The breath guides everything else, like a slow wave. Each cycle resembles the one before. Not identical, but reassuring. The city, beneath the rain, is now entirely secondary. It could be there. It could be gone. What matters is this inner space. The thought that once existed has now dissolved completely. It has not been lost. It has been integrated. There is no need to remember. No need to anticipate. The body knows exactly what to do. The mind follows. Every distant sound is absorbed by silence. Every external stimulus dissolves before reaching awareness. The woman sleeps deeply, without intense dreams, without vivid images. It is a full sleep, dense, restorative. The nervous system is calm. The body is safe. The environment is stable. Outside, the rain continues its slow dance over Manhattan, but it changes nothing. It does not disturb. It does not interrupt. The lights remain on like artificial stars. They do not shine. They rest. The penthouse remains suspended between sky and city, a silent refuge, unchanging. Sleep is now deep enough to sustain itself. It needs no guidance. It needs no words. And yet, the words continue, slow, repetitive, soft, like a thread that accompanies, without pulling, without pushing. The breath remains slow. The body remains still. The mind remains quiet. And everything stays this way, stable, safe, calm. Sleep is now complete. It has no edges. It has no boundaries. It is a continuous, even silent space. The woman's breathing continues slow and steady, as if guided by something older than will. Each inhale comes on its own. Each exhale leaves without being held. The body no longer reacts to external stimuli. It notices them and lets them pass. The bed remains still. stable, reliable. Its surface supports without ever pushing, receives without ever giving way too much. The duvet maintains the same temperature, a constant presence, a gentle protection. The room is motionless. The lights do not change. The shadows do not move. The silence is deep, but not empty. It is full of continuity. Outside, Manhattan continues its slow, nighttime cycle. Lights remain on where needed. They fade where no longer necessary. The rain has become a fine texture. It no longer falls. It flows. It slides across the glass, trickles along surfaces, dissolves into the air. The view still exists, but it is distant, very distant. The skyscrapers are no longer buildings. They are dark shapes against a deep sky. Illuminated windows are fixed points, without story. The river continues to move with its natural calm. The water reflects less light now. It is darker, more uniform. The bridges remain suspended, still, silent. Inside the penthouse, nothing changes, and for that reason, everything is perfect. The woman sleeps deeply. Her face is relaxed, her body completely at ease. There is no residual tension, not even the subtlest, not even the habitual kind. The nervous system rests fully. Every signal is slow, every response is gentle. The heart beats steadily, blood flows without hurry. The body regenerates. Every cell follows its natural rhythm, without interference, without demand. Sleep needs no images. It needs no vivid dreams. It is a stable, continuous, protected state. Time has no meaning. There is no before. There is no after. There is only this extended moment, elongated, without any perceptible end. From time to time, a distant city sound tries to emerge, but it is immediately absorbed, softened, neutralized. The penthouse remains a perfect filter, a gentle boundary between the outside world and the inner space. The rain continues its slow journey. Its rhythm does not change. Its intensity does not change. It is constant, reliable, predictable. The woman's body responds to this constancy with an even deeper relaxation. Each breath sinks a little further. Each exhale releases completely. Sleep now sustains itself. It needs no guidance. It needs no support. And yet, everything continues to flow. Without jolt, without variation. The city stays in the background. The rain remains present. The penthouse stays still. The body rests. The mind is calm. The breath is slow. And it remains this way. Stable, deep, safe. Sleep continues without interruption. It has become a vast, deep, even space. A space where nothing happens. And for that very reason, everything is in balance. The woman's breathing remains slow. So slow, it seems almost suspended between one movement and the next. Inhaling happens effortlessly. Exhaling happens without holding back. Each cycle is complete. Each cycle is reassuring. The body does not change position. It does not need to. It is already exactly where it should be. The bed supports every point with quiet precision. The surface does not react. It receives. The room remains unchanged. The light is constant. The silence is constant. Outside, Manhattan's night continues its slow course. The rain is now a steady, unvarying presence, without surprises. It does not increase. It does not decrease. The wet surfaces reflect less light now. Reflections are darker, deeper. The lit windows in distant buildings grow fewer. Some go dark. Others remain on for no apparent reason, as if someone, somewhere is keeping quiet watch. The river continues to flow. Its direction does not change. Its speed does not change. The water is dark, uniform, calm. The bridges remain still. The lights along their structures are constant. They do not flicker. They do not blink. Everything is predictable, and for that reason, comforting. Inside the penthouse, the air is steady. The temperature is perfect, neither too warm nor too cool. The woman's body responds to this stability with total relaxation. No microtensions remain, no adjustments are necessary. The nervous system is fully at ease. Every signal is slow, every response softened. The heart beats with a deep rhythm, steady, silent. Blood flows unobstructed. The body regenerates, it rebalances. Sleep is now so deep, it is free of images. There are no dreams. There are no thoughts. There is only a uniform sense of quiet, like floating in still water, like drifting without needing to swim. The mind seeks nothing. It anticipates nothing. It remembers nothing. It is simply present, and at the same time, distant. The rain continues to flow along the window panes, but it does not reach consciousness. It stays outside. The city remains outside. The world remains outside. Inside, everything is protected. Time stretches further. A minute could be an hour. An hour could be only a breath. There is no way to know, and there is no need to know. The body continues to rest. The mind continues to be quiet. The breath continues to flow. And everything remains this way. The woman remains by the window, wrapped in her long, soft ivory robe, which drapes gently over her shoulders and arms. Every fibre of the fabric catches the warm light of the penthouse, reflecting a soft, inviting glow. Her hair falls along her neck and shoulders, brushing the skin lightly, each strand catching a flicker of light as she gazes out at the world. Her face, relaxed and serene, shows smooth, soft skin, eyes half closed in a natural pause between wakefulness and sleep, lips slightly parted. There is a subtle shadow of thought in her closed eyes, a mysterious echo that floats without shape, without weight, without demanding attention. We do not know what she is thinking, and there is no need to. It is a thin, gentle thread that accompanies her emerging sleep without interference. Outside, Manhattan stretches beneath the rain, like a liquid, softened landscape. Central Park appears as a dark shadow among intermittent lights. Its wet paths reflect distant lampposts. Every tree seems to breathe slowly with the falling rain. The Hudson River flows calmly, reflecting golden and blue hues that stretch toward the horizon. The suspended bridges connect the banks like delicate, still, silent lines. The nearby skyscrapers rise as towers of light and glass. The more distant ones become dark silhouettes against the night sky. Every illuminated window becomes a small warm point, a distant and reassuring sign of life. The woman sips her tea, feeling the warmth spread slowly through her hands, wrists, and up her arms. Its delicate aroma mingles with the scent of wood and marble in the penthouse, creating a sense of safety and softness. Every inhale brings calm. Every exhale releases any lingering tension. The thick carpet beneath her feet welcomes every movement, and the warmth rising through its fibers envelops her feet and legs in a total sense of comfort. The mysterious thought returns. It floats lightly, like a cloud drifting across the sky of the mind, unhurried, formless, questionless. It is accompanied by the rhythm of the rain, the city lights, and the tactile sensation of fabrics around her body, harmonizing with the flow of her emerging sleep. Each cycle is a slow wave that carries the body and mind, and every wave brings deeper relaxation. Sleep now enveloped the woman completely, stable and even. Every muscle is loose. every joint supported by the mattress. The ivory robe continues to glide along her body without resistance, following every imperceptible movement. Her head sinks slightly into the soft pillow, the neck lengthens, the shoulders relax further. Every point of contact with the bed becomes a silent embrace. The city outside the penthouse has become a liquid, softened landscape. Skyscrapers appear as dark silhouettes illuminated by warm points. The river reflects delicate lines of colour, and the suspended bridges seem to float in the still air. Central Park is a calm, uniform shadow, wrapped in the fine rain. Every reflection, every light, every drop contributes to a hypnotic undertone, a soft, constant texture that sustains sleep. The undefined thought accompanies the woman like a light thread. It requires no understanding, provokes no tension. It floats gently among the waves of sleep, integrating with the slow, steady rhythm of her breath. Each cycle becomes a full, gentle wave that envelops her body and mind. The body lets go further. Her legs feel heavy and warm, her feet loose. The back stretches perfectly across the mattress. The head and neck merge with the pillow. The shoulders descend. Every micro tension has vanished. Every movement is gentle, imperceptible. Each breath sinks deeply, carrying complete release. The woman's sleep is now total, stable, and even. Every tactile and visual detail becomes part of a single sensation of comfort, welcome, and protection. The rain continues to flow across the glass with a steady rhythm. Each drop produces a delicate, muffled, hypnotic sound. The city lights are distant, softened, gentle. The skyscrapers, the river, the bridges, and Central Park dissolve into fluid, reassuring perceptions. The undefined thought floats like a thin, delicate thread, distant, weightless, questionless, demanding nothing. The body lets go further, the head sinks, the back stretches, the arms relax along the sides, the legs are heavy and warm. Each cycle is a soft, complete wave that envelops the body and mind. Each inhale brings calm, each exhale brings release. Sleep is total, deep, secure. The woman's sleep is now complete, even, and stable. Every boundary between body and bed, mind and silence, inside and outside, dissolves. Every breath is slow, steady, musical. The rain, the distant lights of Manhattan, the reflections on the river, the suspended bridges, Central Park, all become a soft, liquid, hypnotic background. The mysterious thought drifts like a light thread, formless, questionless, accompanying sleep without disturbance. Each inhale brings calm. Each exhale brings total release. The body is completely relaxed. The shoulders sink. The neck lengthens. The head sinks into the pillow. The legs are heavy and warm. The carpet, the duvet, the robe, every detail of the penthouse contributes to a single fabric of comfort and security. Everything is soft. Everything is slow. Everything is steady. Everything is safe. Sleep is total, deep, complete, eternal. And here, suspended between sky, light, and rain, Manhattan and the penthouse become a single sensation of absolute rest. The woman sleeps fully, deeply, timelessly, without hurry, without weight. Everything is sleep. Everything is peace. Everything is calm.